My husband died 10 years ago. Every month, I sent $500 to pay off the debts he supposedly left behind. I believed I was protecting the only home we had left. But one morning, everything changed. The bank called me. The woman on the phone sounded polite, almost confused. "Mrs. Brooks," she said, "we're reviewing the records for your late husband, Daniel Brooks." I tightened my grip on the kitchen counter in my small home in Columbus, Ohio. "Yes?" I whispered. There was a pause. Then she said something that made the entire room go silent. "Ma'am, your husband never had any debts with this bank." For a moment, I thought I had misheard her. "What do you mean?" I asked. "We've checked everything," she replied gently. "Daniel Brooks's accounts were closed shortly after his passing in 2015. There were no outstanding loans." The coffee maker stopped dripping behind me. The refrigerator hummed quietly. But inside my head, everything exploded. For 10 years, I had been sending money, $500, every single month. I skipped vacations. I wore the same winter coat for years. I postponed medical appointments because I believed his debt had to come first. And now, the bank was telling me the debt never existed. My voice trembled. "If my husband had no debt," I said slowly, "then where did my money go?" The woman hesitated. "Mrs. Brooks, who exactly have you been sending the payments to?" And in that moment, the truth finally hit me. Not the bank. Never the bank. For 10 years, I had been sending my money to someone I trusted completely. And the worst part, she was family. The house felt too quiet after Daniel died. For nearly 40 years, our small home had been filled with the soft rhythm of everyday life. Daniel woke up before sunrise almost every morning. I would hear the creak of the bedroom door, then the sound of the coffee maker starting downstairs. By the time I came down, he would already be at the table, newspaper open, glasses slipping down his nose. Those mornings used to feel ordinary. Now, I would give anything to have just one more. Daniel died in April of 2015. It was a quiet Saturday afternoon. He was outside, working in the garden he loved. I remember hearing the shovel hit the ground. When I stepped outside, he was lying beside the tomato beds. The doctors said it was a massive heart attack. They said it happened quickly. They said nothing could have been done. But grief doesn't care about explanations. It just fills the silence people leave behind. The weeks after the funeral felt like a blur. Neighbors brought food, friends spoke in soft voices, relatives promised to stay in touch. Most of them slowly returned to their own lives, but one person stayed close, Daniel's cousin, Karen. 3 days after the funeral, she came to my house with a folder. I remember sitting at the kitchen table, staring at Daniel's coffee mug. I hadn't moved it yet. Karen sat down across from me. "Emily," she said softly, "there's something we need to talk about." She told me Daniel had borrowed money, $60,000. My chest tightened. She said if we didn't pay it back, the bank could come after the house. But there was a solution. Monthly payments, $500. I looked at Daniel's empty chair. If this was something he left behind, then fixing it was my responsibility. "I'll do it," I said. Karen squeezed my hand. "You're doing the right thing." Then she gave me instructions. Send the money through Western Union. Send it to her. She would forward it to the bank. And I believed her because she was family. 2 weeks later, I sent the first payment, $500. That night, she texted me, "Got it. I'll send it to the bank tomorrow." For the first time since Daniel died, I felt relief, like I was protecting everything we had built. So I kept going, month after month, year after year. At first, the sacrifices were small. I canceled subscriptions, stopped buying coffee, used coupons again. Then they grew bigger. I skipped trips, missed family events, delayed fixing the roof, postponed doctor appointments. Every month, $500. It became routine. Western Union, receipt, message from Karen. 10 years passed, 120 payments. One evening, I counted the receipts. My hands trembled. 500 times 120, $60,000. I thought I was almost done. I thought I was finally free. Then the phone rang. The bank told me the truth. There was no debt. There had never been any debt. And suddenly, everything made sense. Every payment, every sacrifice, every lie. Karen had taken it. All of it. $60,000. 10 years of my life. Gone. My phone buzzed. A message from her. Did the payment go through? For 10 years, that message brought comfort. Now it made my stomach turn, because now I understood she wasn't checking for the bank, she was checking for herself. I stared at Daniel's photograph. I thought I was fixing your mistake, but you never made one. Something inside me changed that day. For 10 years, I had been quiet, patient, trusting. Not anymore, because this wasn't a misunderstanding. This was betrayal, and for the first time, I was ready to uncover the truth.